No, more or less? Less? Let's give you some extra sleep, okay? So there's 168 hours in the week. Really quickly, I'll just do some math for you, okay? So if you're sleeping 8 hours a day, that's 56 hours taken out. 2, 1, that's 112. You're taking 12 credits. Now, 12 credits means that you're at school for 12 hours, okay? Because it's 1.5 hours that's 4 classes, right? What? Your classes are 2. What time is your first class? 9:15 to 11:30. Well, that's an hour and wait, 11, 9:15. That's an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, so most schools a credit is an hour. So I mean, so you're off by a half hour. Okay, so I'll give you 15 hours of school. Okay, you're making my math harder, but that's fine. All right, so that's 97. That's 97 hours left. Now you said you're studying 3 hours every day. That's 21 hours of studying. So that's 76 hours, okay, left. Now you got to travel to school and all that kind of jazz. So let's say it takes you 2 hours to go to school every day, okay, and back. So that's 4. And well, you only do that on the weekdays. You don't go to school on weekends, right? Okay. So 2 hours. So you go to school on Saturday, Monday through Saturday, but you don't have school on Tuesday. Okay, so you're back to 10. So 10, so that brings you down to 66 hours. Now, so now we've slept, we've had school, we've studied, we've gone to school, we've traveled, and then you got to eat and do your hair and get dressed and all that kind of stuff in the morning, right? So let's say you take 3 hours a day to do your hair and eat food. Okay, that's enough time, I assume, right? Okay, so 5. So now we're down to 45 hours. Okay, so you have 45 hours left after you've slept, and I gave you extra time for sleeping. You've gone to school, I gave you extra hour time for school. You've studied 3 hours every day. You've traveled back and forth to school, and you've eaten and done all your stuff. Now you have 45 hours left for the week. What else you got going on? I mean, you said you got to spend some. What? Violin. Okay, so how many hours do you practice violin? An hour and a half. Okay, so let's give you 2 hours for violin. That's 43. And you said you want to spend some time with your cousin, right? Okay, so tutoring that. What do you want to? How long do you want to do that for? Okay, how many days a week? 2. Okay, so that's down. So now you're down to 41 hours. Now, even if you did even if you did 5 appointments a week, and let's say that took 10 hours for you to do, you still have 31 hours to just fool around and do nothing. Sit and look at the wall or watch TV or play with your friends. So you still have 31 hours left, even after Cutco. And if you don't do Cutco, then you have 41 hours to do something. Okay? Now, and the thing is, Sabrina, so my point is, the only reason I'm doing this is just to kind of show you do have time, but it's got to be organized. Okay? And so there's 41 hours no matter what you do. No matter if you do Cutco or not, you have 41 hours a week that you're going to do something. Okay? So that 41 hours, now here's the thing, is if you get good at doing the Cutco sales, like I don't know what you're doing on your demos. I suppose you said you were 1 for 4 or 2 for 4 or something like that. One for 4. Okay, so we got to figure out what's going on there. Okay, but you could get better. I'm guaranteeing. Were they all married couples? Okay, well, see, so that's hurting you. Okay, because you're wasting time you're seeing single people. Okay, so you got to ask when you get recommendations. You got to say, Mrs. Jones, who do you know that's married? Okay, I like to see married couples with kids, Mrs. Jones. That's the best people who see our presentation. Do you know anyone who's married? Or you just go, Mrs. Jones, you wrote down 6 people for me, just in case I get their husband or wife on the phone. Can I just ask you, what is their husband or their spouse's name, so that way I could talk to them intelligently too if I get them on the phone. And they go, oh, that person's single, that person's, her husband's name is John, that person's single, that person's name is Mary, okay? And then you have, okay, here are my married couples, and that's all you call. But you see, remember in training I say this, there's only 3 reasons why a rep doesn't sell. A, they don't do appointments. B, they don't follow the program. They don't learn the close. They don't drop down properly, and follow the program that we set out. Or C, they see the wrong people. That's it. It always boils down to those 3 things. If you see the married couples and you follow our program and you just do some demos, you'll sell Cutco. All right. So here's the thing, Sabrina. I like you. Okay. Personally, the reason I'm calling you personally, because honestly, I'm getting ready to run a meeting. You know that, right? Okay, and the reason I'm calling you is because you have a lot of potential. Like Bowie, if you were somebody I didn't care about, if you were like somebody that was like, some other people on the team who I really could care less, and I didn't think they had any potential to be here, I would say, Miriam would have came in and said, yeah, so-and-so's thinking of quitting. I go, all right, good. I'd say that's a lot to me. I'm probably 80% of people, I say, whatever. But you're someone who potentially, with telling me what you're saying you got to do, and your potential to do well, and your personality and your attitude and everything, like, it would be ashamed if you quit here for those 2 reasons. Money and flexibility, time, are the 2 reasons people take this job, not quit it. Does that make sense? Yeah, most people that come in here go, I'm not making enough money at my other job. I'm only making $6, $7, making minimum wage. I need another job. Or people come in here and go, oh, I need this job because I can't find a job that works around my classes. And those are the 2 major reasons why people walk in the doors in the first place. All right. So I know you said Miriam said that you have a PC with her, but let's get you to the point where you can say, Serena, you could easily do 4. I mean, you did 4 appointments last week. Was it that? I mean, was it that, it took up that much time? I don't think it's as much the time. I think it's that you're not making enough money. That's kind of what I'm getting the vibe of. Is that correct? Ah, good. Now we're getting more stuff. Okay. So you're doing demos in Queens. Okay. Okay. Well, wait a second. Why don't you do demos then? So let's fix that. Why don't you just do demos on Tuesdays and Sundays so you don't have that issue? All right, well, we'll just do 2 demos in the evening on Sunday. On Tuesday, and then do the other 3 on Sunday. And forget about these demos on Wednesday and Thursday and Monday, and study and do all your other stuff, and just work 2 days a week. I'm cool with that. But then why wouldn't it be? Why? Well, that's, yeah, but Sabrina, that's fine. But understand, see here, that's why. Okay, when we talk in when I'm in a meeting, okay, understand there are about half of my team doesn't have school, and half do. So I'm not going to sit there and go, well, you guys should work 1 day a week. Okay, so understand whenever you're at a meeting or we're doing something in group talk, okay, as a manager, my job, for me, it would be the best if you have 160 hours a week and you worked 168 hours a week. That would be the best scenario for Matt Washington. Okay, but you wouldn't survive, okay, if you were just not doing anything but doing Cutco. So what's better for my office? Sabrina doing 5 demos a week or Sabrina working at McDonald's? What's better for the office? Doing 5 demos, okay? So I would much rather you feel comfortable and feel happy and saying, hey, I'm getting my 5 demos. I would love it for you to work. I would like it for you, to be honest with you, I would like for you to work 1 day a week. I would love it for you to just say Sunday is my 1 day of work. I do 5 demos. I sell in 4 of them. I sell about $250 per demo, per order, and I sell like a galley and a couple little pieces, and then I turn that in. I'm at $1,000 every week. Or I'm between $750 and $1,000. You do that for the next 10 weeks, you're at $10,000 going into Christmas, and you're at 30%. And now you have Christmas break, and you go from there. That would be perfect for me. Take Tuesdays off. I could care less. All right. So let's make it. So when you come in with Sabrina, okay? With Miriam. I think you have a PC with her tomorrow, right? Okay, sit down, say, here's when I'm going to do it. All you have to do now is you have to put your phone time in, okay? So if you're going to do demos on Tuesday and Sunday, then you have to say,